Welcome to Quiz Time. I'm your Quizmaster, Sean, and I've got 100 questions for you about nostalgia. So let's get nostalgic together, shall we? And have a little fun stretching our brains, shall we? Let's begin. Betty Crocker is a classic brand of which type of goods? Cookware, dolls, or foods? And it's a classic brand of food. In what year did the Live Aid benefit concert take place? Was it 1982, 1985, or was it 1989? The Live Aid benefit concert, that took place in 1985. The Beatles are from which city in the UK? Are they from Liverpool? Are they from Manchester? Or are they from London? The Beatles originated in Liverpool. In the Heat of the Night was a popular 80s TV show set in a what? Was it set in a hospital, a police station, or was it set in a fire station? In the Heat of the Night was set in a police station. Who did actor Bruce Willis marry in 1987? Did he marry Demi Moore, Cindy Crawford, or did he marry Courtney Cox? In 1987, Bruce Willis married Demi Moore. Who played Columbo in the popular TV drama show of the same name? Was it Patrick McGoohan, Peter Sellers, or was it Peter Falk? It was Peter Falk. Ring pops are a type of which classic candy? Lollipops, cereal, or cookies? Ring pops are a type of lollipop, or sucker, as we say here. Who played the role of Batman in the 1995 movie Batman Forever? Michael Keaton, George Clooney, or Val Kilmer? George Clooney played Batman in Batman Forever. Which of these classic candies has the slogan, "Taste the Rainbow"? Jolly Ranchers, Skittles, or Starburst? It was Skittles. Complete the title of this 90s TV show. Dr. Quinn. Is it Dr. Quinn Silent Princess, Dr. Quinn Murder One, or Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman? It's Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. Who sang the hit 1997 Titanic song, "My Heart Will Go On"? Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, or Barbra Streisand? It was Celine Dion. Actress and model Pamela Anderson is from which of these countries? Is she from the United States, Canada, or South Africa? Where is Pamela Anderson from? She is from Canada. Who sang the hit 80s ballad, "With or Without You"? The Who, The Cure, or was it U2? With or Without You, that was by U2. Complete the name of this 90s comedy show. Whose line is it? Is it now, anyway, or tonight? Whose line is it? Anyway. Who sang this hit 70s song, Take It Easy? The Eagles, the Kinks, or the Beatles? Take It Easy, that is a hit by the Eagles. Dale Cooper, Audrey Horne, and Laura Palmer are all characters from which cult classic TV show? Northern Exposure, Twin Peaks, or Dawson's Creek? And that's from Twin Peaks. Who sang the original version of the song, Knockin' on Heaven's Door? Was it Bob Dylan, Eric Clapton, or Van Morrison? It was Bob Dylan. Who played Oscar Schindler in the 1993 war drama Schindler's List? Was it Ralph Fiennes, Ben Kingsley, or Liam Neeson? It was Liam Neeson. How many members are in the band The Rolling Stones? 4, 5, or 6? In the Rolling Stones, there are 5 members. Which American serial killer became known as the Night Stalker? Ted Bundy, Richard Ramirez, or Jeffrey Dahmer? The Night Stalker was Richard Ramirez. Kevin Arnold was the name of the main character in which of these classic TV shows? Who's the Boss, Silver Spoons, or was it The Wonder Years? It was The Wonder Years. Who painted the famous 19th century painting, The Water Lily Pond? Was it Monet, Van Gogh, or Renoir? It was Monet. "Hey, you guys!" is an iconic line from which of these movies? The Breakfast Club, The Bandits, or was it from The Goonies? And that line is from The Goonies. In the Home Alone movies, what is the name of Kevin's brother? Is it Mikey, Buzz, or Fuller? The main character's brother's name is Buzz. What was the name of the famous airship disaster that happened in 1937? Was it the Hindenburg, the Lindenberg, or the Bilderberg? It was the Hindenburg disaster. In which countries did the 2002 FIFA World Cup take place? Spain and Portugal, Japan and Korea, or Dubai and Abu Dhabi? The 2002 FIFA World Cup was held in Japan and Korea. Debbie Harry is the real name of which 80s pop star? Blondie, Madonna, or Cher? Debbie Harry is the real name of the pop star Blondie. Who played Gordon Gekko in the 1987 movie Wall Street? Was it Nick Nolte, Martin Sheen, or Michael Douglas? It was Michael Douglas. In the 60s TV show, The Prisoner, what number was the prisoner identified as? Number 2, number 4, or number 6? Prisoner number 6. Who sang the hit 70s song, Best of My Love? The Osmonds, the Emotions, or the Temptations? It was the Emotions. Complete the title of this 1973 song by Gladys Knight and the Pips. Midnight Train to, is it to Georgia, to Texas, or to Manhattan? Midnight Train to Georgia. You can't handle the truth is an iconic line from which of these movies? The Firm, A Few Good Men, or A Time to Kill? That iconic line is from A Few Good Men. In the Star Wars movies, who played Princess Leia? Deborah Winger, Linda Evans, or Carrie Fisher? And that was Carrie Fisher. Cats in the Cradle is a classic folk song by which of these musicians? Harry Chapin, Glenn Campbell, or Tom Petty? And that's a song by Harry Chapin. Dolly Parton's amusement park, Dollywood, is located in which U.S. state? Georgia, Tennessee, or Kentucky? Dollywood. You'll find that in Tennessee. In what year did martial artist and actor Bruce Lee die? 1973, 1976, or 1979? Bruce Lee passed away in 1973. Who played the role of Claire in the 1985 movie The Breakfast Club? Melanie Griffith, Sissy Spacek, or Molly Ringwald? And that was played by Molly Ringwald. Complete the title of this soulful 70s ballad by Billy Joel. Just the way, is it just the way you are, just the way you like, or just the way you feel? Of course, it's just the way you are. Who directed the classic 80s sci-fi movie Blade Runner? James Cameron, Ridley Scott, or Oliver Stone? Blade Runner was directed by Ridley Scott. Who sang the catchy 70s country song Rhinestone Cowboy? Glenn Campbell, Marty Robbins, or John Denver? Like a rhinestone cowboy, Glenn Campbell. Which actor played the role of Mrs. Doubtfire in the 1993 movie of the same name? Billy Crystal, Kevin Kline, or Robin Williams? And that role was played by Robin Williams. Which of these horror movies had the tagline, "The tide of terror that swept across America is here"? Nightmare on Elm Street, The Shining, or Poltergeist? And that was The Shining. Roxanne is a cult classic 70s rock song by which of these bands? The Police, Dire Straits, or ELO? Roxanne is a hit by The Police. Actress and singer Cher was born in which of these countries? Was she born in Canada, Puerto Rico, or was she born in the United States? Cher was born in the United States. What was John Wayne's last movie before he died in 1979? Was it Big Jake, The Shootist, or McHugh? His last movie was The Shootist. Which American actress played the role of Amanda Woodard in Melrose Place and Sammy Jo Carrington in Dallas? Heather Locklear, Sharon Stone, or Kim Basinger? And that actress is Heather Locklear. Alone Again, naturally, became a worldwide hit song in 1971 by which artist? Leif Garrett, Gordon Mills, or Gilbert O'Sullivan? And that would be Gilbert O'Sullivan. Which actress was Humphrey Bogart married to up until his death in 1957? Was it Ingrid Bergman, Lauren Bacall, or Audrey Hepburn? Humphrey Bogart was married to Lauren Bacall. Who sang alongside George Michael in the 80s pop duo Wham? Andrew Ridgeley, Rick Astley, or Peter Schilling? And that would be Andrew Ridgeley. Who wrote the classic horror novel I Am Legend? Clive Barker, James Herbert, or Richard Matheson? And that was Richard Matheson. Finish the title of this popular 80s song by The Police. When the World Is it Going Mad, Running Down, or Too Much? When the World Is Running Down. Zsa Zsa Gabor was an actress born in which of these countries? Was she born in Romania, the Czech Republic, or was she born in Hungary? Zsa Zsa Gabor was born in Hungary. Who sang the 80s classic, I Just Called to Say I Love You? Was that Stevie Wonder, Lionel Richie, or Billy Joel? That song was sung by Stevie Wonder. I'm ready for my close-up is an iconic line from which of these classic movies? The Big Sleep, Sunset Boulevard, or To Have and Have Not? And that's from Sunset Boulevard. Which legendary jazz musician was known as Satchmo? Louis Armstrong, Duke Ellington, or B.B. King? Satchmo, that's Louis Armstrong's nickname. The first casualty of war is innocence, is a tagline of which war movie? Full Metal Jacket, Platoon, or Apocalypse Now? And that tagline is from Platoon. What was the cause of actor James Dean's death? A gunshot wound, a drug overdose, or was it a car crash? James Dean died in a car crash. Who did singer Frank Sinatra marry in 1951? Was it Eva Gardner, Janet Leigh, or Elizabeth Taylor? In 1951, Frank Sinatra married Eva Gardner. Which band sang the classic 80s rock anthem, Sweet Child of Mine? Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, or Bon Jovi? And that's a song by Guns N' Roses. In the American sitcom Roseanne, what was the surname of Roseanne's family? Was it Connor, Healy, or Barr? And it was the Connor family. Can you complete the title of this Queen song? Another one bites the bullet, bites the feeder, or bites the dust? And another one bites the dust. Who played the inventor dad in the 1989 movie Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? Steve Martin, Rick Moranis, or Woody Allen? And that was Rick Moranis. Who sang the rockin' 80s anthem, Fight for Your Right? Slayer, Def Leppard, or the Beastie Boys? And that would be the Beastie Boys. Who played Willy Wonka in the 1971 movie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Was it John Cleese, Gene Wilder, or Mel Brooks? And that actor was Gene Wilder. Robert Smith is the lead singer of which 80s band? The Cure, The Smiths, or Depeche Mode? And Robert Smith is the lead singer of The Cure. Can you complete the title of this 1975 Disney movie, Escape to Blank Mountain? Witch Mountain, Magic Mountain, or Dragon Mountain? And that is Witch Mountain. Huggy Bear is a character from which of these TV shows? Dukes of Hazzard, Starsky and Hutch, or Hawaii Five-O? Huggy Bear is from Starsky and Hutch. Complete the title of this 80s song by Talking Heads. This must be the end, the start, or the place? This must be the place. Book 'em, Dano is an iconic catchphrase from which of these TV shows? Maddox, Hawaii Five-O, or is it from Miami Vice? That's from Hawaii Five-O. In the 1977 Disney movie, The Rescuers, what type of animals are the main characters? Are they mice, cats, or are they birds? They are mice. Who sang the 80s song Dancing in the Dark? Was it Elton John, Rod Stewart, or Bruce Springsteen? Dancing in the Dark was sung by Bruce Springsteen. The iconic 60s song, Mrs. Robinson, was sang by whom? Simon & Garfunkel, Bob Dylan, or the Monkees? Mrs. Robinson was sung by Simon & Garfunkel. Who did actor Tom Hanks marry in 1988? Did he marry Sigourney Weaver, Rita Wilson, or Jessica Lange? In 1988, Tom Hanks married Rita Wilson. Who played Superman's father in the 1978 movie? Was it Marlon Brando, Gene Hackman, or Glenn Ford? And his father was played by Marlon Brando. Can you complete this classic Elvis song title? Can't help falling apart, falling for you, or falling in love? Can't help falling in love with you. In which decade did the Suez Canal crisis take place? Was it the 50s, the 1960s, or was it the 1970s? The Suez Canal crisis took place in the 1950s. Who wrote the classic kids' book, Charlotte's Web? Roald Dahl, E.B. White, or Lewis Carroll? Charlotte's Web was written by E.B. White. Who sang the classic 60s song, House of the Rising Sun? Was it the Byrds, the Rolling Stones, or was it the Animals? House of the Rising Sun was sung by the Animals. Who played young Steve Post in the 1971 comedy movie, The Barefoot Executive? Was it Kurt Russell, John Ritter, or Scott Baio? And that was Kurt Russell. Can you complete this 1965 song title by The Lovin' Spoonful? Do you believe in? Do you believe in love, faith, or magic? Do you believe in magic? Who played the role of Kojak in the popular 70s TV show? Was it Jack Klugman, Telly Savalas, or Ricardo Montalban? Kojak was played by Telly Savalas. Who sang the popular 1968 song, I Say a Little Prayer? Was that Aretha Franklin, Cilla Black, or Trini Lopez? And that was Aretha Franklin. Who played the robot Rhoda in the 60s sitcom My Living Doll? Was it Brain, Hart, or Julie Newmar? And the answer is Julie Newmar. That was easy. How many reasons did Connie Stevens give in her hit 60s song? 12, 16, or 21? And she gave 16 reasons. What instrument did Ringo Starr play in the Beatles? Was he the drummer? Was he the keyboardist? Or did he play a guitar? Ringo Starr was the drummer. The 1977 movie Slapshot, starring Gary Newman, featured which sport? Baseball, hockey, or golf? Of course, Slapshot is a hockey reference. Hockey. Bosley was a character in which of these 70s TV shows? Charlie's Angels, The Love Boat, or MASH? Bosley was in Charlie's Angels. Who sang the iconic 60s love anthem, When a Man Loves a Woman? Billy J. Kramer, Danny Williams, or Percy Sledge? And that was Percy Sledge. In the movie Smokey and the Bandit, what contraband was Bandit driving to Georgia? Was it beer? Was it drugs? Or was it guns? He was smuggling beer. Complete the name of this popular 60s band. Jerry and the Dakotas, Shadows, or the Pacemakers? Jerry and the Pacemakers. Dr. Fawn, Rhapsody Angel, and Lieutenant Green are all characters from which classic kids show? Johnny Quest, Captain Scarlet, or Thunderbirds? And that would be Captain Scarlet. Who sang the hit 70s song Hotel California? Fleetwood Mac, Dire Straits, or the Eagles? Hotel California, that's by the Eagles. What was the name of the family in the TV show Little House on the Prairie? Was it the Ingalls, Wilder, or Bradford? It was the Ingalls family. Who sang the iconic 1960s song My Girl? Eddie Floyd, Otis Redding, or Ben E. King? And that was Otis Redding. Hasta la vista, baby, is a famous line from which of these movies? Terminator, Predator, or Total Recall? And that's from Terminator. How many members were in the band Queen? 4, 5, or 6? There were 4 members of the band Queen. Who played Kane in the legendary 70s action show Kung Fu? Bruce Lee, Lance Kerwin, or David Carradine? And that was David Carradine. Love means never having to say you're sorry is a line from which of these movies? Love Story, The Way We Were, or was it Moonstruck? And that's a line from Love Story. From what country are the rock band The Rolling Stones from? Scotland, England, or are they from Wales? And they're from England. And question 100. Who wrote the dystopian 80s novel The Handmaid's Tale? Judith Krantz, Anne Rice, or was it Margaret Atwood? And that was Margaret Atwood. And that's it. Amazing job. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. And share your score in the comments below, please. And, while you're here, you can check out these videos here.